Assalamualaikum and hi doctor. We are from SSCE2193 section 21, group 3, group Rainbow, which consists of 4 members: Nur Amira binti Muhammad Nur, Nur Fatim Fariza binti Ismail, Nur Damia binti Rus Mahdi and Nur Nadia binti Samsir. We will present about our data from Lajak Kuruke, and me, Nur Damia, will start the presentation by answering question for part A. For part A, we have to summarize the sample data from Lajak Kuruke by using numerical form, tabular form, and graphical form. So this is the table of 200 sample data from 3 shifts, which are evening, morning, and night, and consists of 3 data obtained, which are weight, relative density, and tensile strength. We have divided the data into 3 parts, which are weight, relative density, and tensile strength. So I will show how we summarize the data for each part. Firstly, for numerical form, we use pivot table to summarize all the data, which consists of 3 shifts, evening, morning, and night, sum of weight, standard deviation of weight, variance of weight, average of weight, maximum of weight, and minimum of weight. For tabular form, we summarize the data by grouping the weight in the range of 10 and count of weight. For example, in the range of 338.35 until 348.35, it has the highest count of weight, which is 63. Next, we find the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, maximum, and minimum using the Microsoft Excel. Next, for graphical form, we use bar chart to summarize the data for weight. And as you can see from here, the data at 338.35 until 348.35 has the higher count of weight compared to others. Next, we repeat the same step for another 2 data, which are relative density and tensile strength. This is the numerical form for relative density. This is tabular form for relative density. And for graphical form, this is for relative density. Lastly, for tensile strength data, this is the numerical form for tensile strength. This is the tabular form for tensile strength. And lastly, this is the graphical form of tensile strength. That's all from my part. Thank you very much.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Amira. I'm going to explain for part B. So from here, the requirements by FDA is mean of weight 350, and then standard deviation of weight is 14. And then we did some calculation for sampling distribution, confident interval for mean, confident interval for variance, and test for hypothesis mean, and then test of hypothesis variance. Okay. For hash knot, the weight of standard tablets follow the normal distribution of 350 milligram. And then the H1, the weight of standard tablets does not follow the normal distribution of 350 mg. So from the table, we get the expected frequency EI, then observed frequency. So its expected frequency must higher than 5, but if it's lower than 5, then we need to do a new EI, and also for OI. And then from here we get the X squared test 8.174. From the table distribution, we obtain that X squared AV equal to 12.5916, and then X squared test is lower than X squared AV. We will fail to reject H0. To calculate the statistic from the observed sample, we using similar convention denoting X squared test. At significant level alpha, 0.05. Reject if x squared test is higher than x squared 0.58 equal to 12.5916, and accept h naught if x squared test 12.5916. Note that v equal to k1 since unknown parameters are absent. Since x squared test is lower than x squared 0.58, we accept and conclude that there is no evidence that the weight of standard tablet does not follow the normal distribution of 350 mg.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurfatin Fariza binti Ismail. Next, I will explain part C, which is we need to comment on whether there is any significant difference between tablet weight in milligram from the different shift. In this question, we are required to apply data analysis, which is analysis of variance ANOVA method, where we are going to use 0.05 significant level or alpha equal to 0.05. So in this question, the hypothesis statement is has note there is no significant difference in tablet weight from the different shift at 5% level of significance, and H1 there is significant difference in tablet weight from the different shift at 5% level of significance. So we reject H naught if p-value is less than alpha equal to 0.05. So the first thing first that we need to do is we need to sort and filter the data based on the shift. There is 3 shifts, which is morning, evening and night. After we sort the data, we can analyze the data based on the ANOVA method. So after we analysis of variance, which is using the ANOVA method, we can get the summary of the data and the ANOVA data that we needed. So the important value that we need is the p-value. So the p-value is 0.28638, which means that the p-value is greater than alpha equal to 0.05. Hence, we fail to reject H naught. So there is no significant difference in tablet weight in milligram from the different shift at 5 level of significance.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Nadia. I will explain about D. D is about a simple linear equation. A simple linear equation computes a straight line relationship between a single response variable, that is tensile strength, and a single predictor variable, which is relative density. Example of 200 tablets. Using Excel, we generated 3 tables. This is the first table, population statistic. We get multiple R, which is 0.844656119, which is our interest data. And for second tables, we get F and significant F, which is our interest. And this is the value. And for table 3, our interest value is coefficient, which is intercept our alpha. This is the data, x variable, our beta, and this is the data. From table 3, we found that the value of P, relative density, is small, which is this. This means this evidence is strong to describe that its linear relationship. Target fit linear regression equation is obtained by referring to the output coefficient in table 3. We know the intercept coefficient are while relative density coefficient are beta. Since alpha plus beta x, where A equal to this and beta equal to this. Therefore, with this equation and coefficient, we can predict the value of tensile strength corresponding to relative density by using this formula. So by using this formula, we can get relative density, which is 68%, 78.3%, 1%. And this is the tensile strength that we get from this formula. And this is our graph. The gold color is Y and the peach color is predict Y. From result from this probability is lower than the chosen significant level. 0.01 indicates that data not equal to 0. 1% significance level. Sin has not rejected. Thus, this test supports the evidence of linearity relationship does not exist between tensile strength and relative density. In the correlation coefficient value multiple R equal to 0.844656119 show to us that there is a strong positive linear relationship between independent and dependent variable sample. That's all from us. Thank you.